What's going on, YouTube? I am happy as fuck. Yeah. Go, Andy Ruiz Jr. I told you. I told you. Don't fuck with the fat boy. Don't fuck with him. I've been saying it for a long time. This kid's got the goods to knock anybody out. His hand speed, as soon as I saw him swing a couple of times, and I saw that, what's his face? AJ didn't even see. He didn't even see it. He was getting punched at, The punches went by him like, shoot, shoot, shoot. He's like, holy shit, this guy didn't see him. It's like, he's not seeing him. He's so fat. He hasn't seen that shit. So, and I mean, as soon as I saw him, and then AJ started that robotic. Now, I got to give it to AJ. He was landing that short left to Andy when Andy was trying to come in, but that wasn't enough. You can't. Now, he caught Andy with a beautiful, that was a classic uppercut left hook combo. But you could tell, I mean, when he clocked him, he caught him good. He caught Andy really good. And I thought, I looked in Andy's eyes like, he's not out. He got stunned, but he's not out. He's okay. That showed that he trained really good. Now, Andy came in a little heavy for this fight, and that was on purpose. They did that because you gotta understand, if people say, oh, he should lose weight. Look, man, you can't. He's not gonna go on a diet and lose 50, 60 pounds. So just to make you happy that so that he looks better for you. Screw you. It's not about that. I went past this thing. Oh well. So that's not what it's about. He wanted to get weight behind his punches. So he didn't try to cut weight, which was really smart, because if you try to cut weight, look, he's already a heavy guy. He's always been heavy. He's carried that weight around for a very long time. He's used to it. And the trainer he got, Manny, I think it's Manny Ramirez, I'm not sure. This is a good trainer. This guy, when I saw what he was working on really basic stuff, like covering up right after the jab, because and not staying, not leaving it up there. So because they knew that AJ has a really good right hand and fast and short and fast and crisp. I mean, he brings all the weight and all that stature into it. Understand, this guy punches hard. AJ punches hard. So, but I just like I thought, it's like when this guy gets a load of Andy Ruiz and his speed, and he ain't gonna like it. And he ran for like 2 rounds. He ran as soon as he got. And let me tell you something. If if it wasn't because AJ is a champion, they would have stopped the fight in that second round when he went down. I think it was the second round, second or third, when he clocked Andy Ruiz with that left hook, and Andy came and knocked him down. The second knockdown was ugly. He didn't look right. That he was. I'm surprised if he had not been the champion, they would have stopped the fight because that was an ugly knockdown. He stumbled. I don't know how he made it to his corner, AJ. And then I started, he started getting, he got scared. You could see in his eyes, AJ got scared because he's never been rocked like that. Never. He's not even Klitschko. Klitschko's got a demonic right hand. And Klitschko and caught him flush on his jaw. And, he'd never been hit like that. And Andy kept measuring him up with the left jab. And I kept saying, here comes the overhead right. Here it comes. And boom, he caught him. And then Andy started giving him angles. When he caught him, then he flashed and then went in with straight combos. I mean, he would hit him with 5, 6, 7, 9 punches, when he had him in trouble. This and any other fighter, when he snapped AJ's head back, any other fighter would have gotten stopped because that was an ugly, ugly straight right hand that he landed on the last. Now, about the stoppage, everybody's going to say whatever they want to say. Here's the deal. When an official, the job of the referee is simple. The job of the referee is this: to protect the fighters. That's it. to protect the fighters and enforce the rules. That's it. But the number one is the safety of the fighters. What happens when the guy, he got knocked down, out, hit? I mean, he'd been punched with the stool, the kitchen sink, everything. He was hurt bad. And sure, people say, oh, he looks clear. Listen, man, the official is wait when they call you and say, come towards me. That's a textbook, basic rule that referees do. Walk towards me. What does that do? Number one, it tells the referee you're able to follow instructions. It means you're coherent. Okay, if you don't follow the instructions of the referee, in what AJ was doing, he was holding on to the ropes. He was leaning back on the ropes and resting, and that was an arrogant move by him. I don't care what he says. Oh, it was a bad stoppage. Look, I don't care who you are. You need to follow the instructions of the official. I don't care how much money you got. This is a game. They have the rules. You don't follow the rules. They have the authority, and they have to stop the fight because you're not following commands. Because one of the reasons you could be not following commands is because you're not coherent from being hit on the side, on the face, and everywhere. You could have a concussion. All right, so you could be fucked up in the head and have an aneurysm, something. And the job of the referee is to make sure you can follow commands so that he can know that you're coherent. He did not follow the commands. He kept holding on. He wouldn't bring the hands. When you get hit and you want to keep fighting and people get in the middle and they just try to separate you and you get somebody punches you hard, so you get pissed off, you bring your hands back up and you want to fight, you swing. This guy thought he was lounging. He thought the referee was just going to let him just lounge there and tell Andy Ruiz Jr., okay, go fight again. No, you have to assume the fighting position. You have to assume the fighting position and follow commands. That was arrogant of AJ. Now, and I don't care. I mean, I don't dislike. I like AJ. I like him. But that was a mistake he made. He thought that I'm AJ. Anthony Joshua. I can just sit here and wait. Fight whenever the hell I feel like it. That's not. You don't get a break when you get a knockdown. You get 8 seconds. You need to assume the position and follow the commands of the referee. That's what you need to do. So, that was a fuck up on his part. Unless his corner waved. I did not see a towel being thrown. I didn't see that. So, unless somebody waved in the corner, I don't think the corner is the one who stopped the fight. I think it was based solely on Anthony Joshua not following instructions and the referee making a decision to protect the fighter based on the fact that the fighter was not. Now, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think that's what happened. He's just sitting there lounging and holding himself, propping himself up with the corner of the ring. You can't do that. That's a no-no. So, it's a fight game, man. You need to assume the position, man, to fight. All right? So, if the guy doesn't see, and especially when you got knocked the fuck down and trouble hurt so hard that it was scary. He got hit with scary shit from Andy Ruiz. I've been saying it for a long time. This kid's got the goods. And not only that, when he got hit, that's when he got pissed. I'm a fat guy, and I'm so I'm so proud of this kid. I'm Hispanic, the first Mexican heavyweight. He's such a good kid, man. This kid, his father saved him from the streets. He's been fighting bullying for being fat all his life. And he goes and hugs the ex-champion, the guy who he just beat up. No arrogance, no nothing. Him and his father, they went and took pictures with AJ. Like, shit, man, this is Anthony Joshua, man. We just kicked his ass, but he's still Anthony Joshua. I need a fucking picture with this guy, You know what I mean? So, much love, and I don't mean talk shit about AJ. He made a mistake. I think he made a mistake by not assuming the position to get back into the fighting position. I don't know what was going through his head. Maybe he was scared. Maybe he was stunned. I don't know. We'll see what he says in the conference. But hell of a fight, and congratulations to the Mexican people. Que viva Mexico, cabrones. You know, long live Mexico. And I'm Puerto Rican. I love my Mexican people. You know, so congratulations to all the Mexican people on your first heavyweight champion of the world.